Hi, I'm Judy Litt. Today I have a approximately 30-minute restorative yoga practice for you to help with better digestion and or better sleep, something I think most of us need at this time of year. Before we get into that, it will probably go a bit longer than 30 minutes because I need to talk a little bit. So let me tell you what props you need to grab, because restorative yoga relies on props very, very heavily. You will need at least 2 blankets. You might want 3 blankets. A bolster, perhaps a pillow. I'm sitting on one right now. Perhaps a slightly thinner bolster if you have that. And also, you might want this is not a magic bag, but there's something called a magic bag. This is very similar. It is a container with rice in it. And so you heat that rice in the microwave. You just put the whole thing in the microwave until it gets to the warmth that you want it. Very, very simple. And if you don't have that, you could also grab maybe a heating pad or a hot water bottle. And it is also totally optional. You do not need to use this, but I will be showing how to use it. And finally, a strap may be helpful for you. So go ahead and pause the video, gather your props, meet me back on your mat. I am so excited to share this practice with you. Now that you have your props and you're back on your mat, sitting up in a comfortable position for you, go ahead and close down your eyes if that is comfortable for you. If not, have them just slightly open. And just begin to take your attention to your breath. Letting your face and jaw relax. And your eyes relax. Taking a moment to come into this safe space. Putting aside everything that's happened today or that you might be thinking about will happen later. Feel your shoulders get very heavy and relaxed. And the spine grows taller. Perhaps you tuck your chin just a little bit to elongate your neck. And we're just going to take some deep 3-part breaths here. First, we will breathe into our belly, then our ribs, and then our chest. And then we will put the entire thing together. So just inhale deeply into your stomach, and exhale. Belly inhale, exhale. Last belly inhale, exhale. You might want to take your hands to the bottom of your ribs, and as you inhale, feel them move apart. Exhale, feel those ribs come back in towards your spine. Excuse me. Inhale into your ribs. Exhale, let that go. Last time, into your ribs. And exhale, let that go. And finally, coming into our chest, place your hands just above your breasts, fingers just slightly touching your collarbone, and then inhale into those collarbones. Again, and last time. Go ahead and let your hands come to your legs. Or if you prefer, you can take one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest, whatever feels right in your body. We're going to put it all together. We're going to breathe into our belly. And then as that fills up, we'll move on to inhaling into our ribs. And then finally inhaling into our chest and then letting it all go in a big long exhale. So begin now. Inhale into your belly. Into the ribs. Into your chest. Big long slow exhale. Now 4 more times. Belly. Ribs. Chest. Exhale. Maybe you feel your spine lengthening with each inhale and then relaxing with each exhale. 3 more times on your own. Belly, ribs, chest. And then just bring your breathing back to normal, observing whatever effects you feel in your body without judgment. Maybe you feel calmer, maybe some emotions bubbled up. Maybe you feel a bit more space inside. No right or wrong, just notice. And slowly begin to blink your eyes open. If you're sitting up on a block or a pillow, come on off. I'm going to move my props a little bit out of the way. And for our first pose, you may want a blanket or a pillow at the top of your mat, just to relax your head and neck onto. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Slowly coming down to your elbows, adjusting as need be. And go ahead and grab, if you have that magic bag or you have a hot water bottle or something that's heated that you want, go ahead and grab it. I'm going to put it under my low back, but you can feel free to have it wherever feels right in your body. And then inhale one knee into your chest, and then the other. This is a spot where perhaps you need to grab a strap and put it around your legs and loosely hold on to them by your hips. And you can be holding onto your shins, wherever feels most comfortable in your body. And normally in restorative yoga, we want to be still in our poses, but because we're just moving into our practice, just want you to rock gently side to side a little bit. See how that feels. See if that's what you need today. And maybe your body is telling you it needs some other sort of motion. And let me mention my offered intentions. You can always do whatever intention feels right for you. This is a great practice for our low back and our knees. It's also extremely good for digestion. Tends to get a little bit upset this time of year. Lots of sweets and rich food and maybe a little bit more food than that stomach's used to. And it's also a great preparation for a good night's sleep. And come back to stillness. Go ahead and stretch your left leg straight on your mat, still holding the right leg into your chest. And just take a minute to breathe here. And go ahead and stretch the right leg straight out on your mat. Bringing the left leg into your chest and just holding. Go ahead and bring the right knee back into the chest. Maybe bring the soles of the feet to your mat and gently fall over to one side. And then gently prop yourself up. Transitions take a bit more time in restorative yoga because we have to rearrange our props. In this case, I want you to grab that bolster or couch pillow if you don't have a bolster and put it towards the bottom of your mat, facing the short end of your mat. You can take a blanket. You can spread it out below that bolster. Put a blanket, open it up more, put it right here. You can roll up one end. We're coming into Balasana, child's pose, supported by your bolster. So that is having your knees apart and sitting back on your heels. For some people, that's a little uncomfortable. So you can also take that blanket and you can put it between your thighs and your calves. That can make it feel a little better. You can roll it up. You can put it underneath your ankles. You can grab a shorter pillow than your bolster and put it under your ankles. That's what I'm going to do. So many, many options. Whatever feels right for you, invent a new option. Awesome. And if you do, let me know about it. I would love to hear about it. So we are coming to our bolster. And like I said, this takes a little bit of maneuvering. Let me try and get my props out of your way. So if you'd like, have your ankles on your rolled up blanket or on your less thick pillow. You can take your knees almost as wide as the mat. Bring the bolster in between the knees. And then you're just going to drape your body on it. Grab whatever heating device you have. Decide where you'd like to put it. I'm going to put it over kind of my low back, my hips. I'm going to try and see if that works. It does. And just kind of hug your bolster. And we're going to be here about 5 minutes. I'm going to see if I can move this a little bit lower. And I will cue you when to switch your face from one side to the other. And if you'd like to take the other cheek, do your bolster. And at any point in this video, you can always pause and stay in a pose much, much longer than I'm doing. I know it's a very busy time of year for most people, and I'm trying to give you practices that will fit into your life at this time. Go ahead and take your palms to your mat, gently pressing into your palms to bring yourself upright. Oops. Maybe grabbing whatever heating element you have on yourself. Not forgetting about it like I did. Push the bolster just a little bit ahead. And take your feet off of your ankles. Actually take your pillow or your less thick bolster, put it at the top of your mat, and use that to support our head. And take your bolster between your legs, kind of, sort of. Go ahead and grab it. Have your heating element close by so you can go ahead and grab that too. And once again, come down to your elbows. And so you're laying on your back, adjust that pillow. Bring your knees in towards your chest and let them fall over to one side with the bolster between your legs. If that's too much for you, you can roll up a blanket and keep that between your legs. And then go ahead and grab whatever you're using to bring more heat and just lay it on that top leg. Hands can open wide. Head can be looking straight up. You can look over the opposite elbow from your legs. Wherever feels most comfortable for you. And just try and really, really, really relax those legs. Let them just be supported by the earth and the bolster. This is a very, very grounding practice as well. We're here for about 3 minutes on each side. And as I said, feel free to pause anywhere you feel you need a little bit more time. I did this practice for the first time last night, and I liked it so much, I just wanted to share it right away. You may want to go ahead and grab that bolster. Certainly grab your heating element. Take that off of that top leg. You may want to grab the bolster and take it out between your legs as we switch to the other side, or just hug it between your legs as you let them come to center and then fall over to the other side. And putting that nice, hot, whatever you have, on top of the other leg. It feels so good to me anyway. I hope it feels good to you too. I really hope that you have something that you can heat and put over different body parts and just help them feel nurtured and more relaxed. Go ahead and take your heating element, place it over to the side. We are moving into our last pose, Savasana. So you may just want to roll over onto your back, and maybe you need to come up like I do and place a bolster underneath your knees. Perhaps grab a blanket, roll it just a little bit, and again place that under your ankles to give your feet somewhere to relax. A little pillow behind your head, or take a blanket. You can even open that blanket up and have it all under your back and your head, rolling one side to support your neck. And then the heating element can go wherever it feels best for you. I'm going to suggest right on your abs. It may feel great underneath your low back. It may also feel really good if you place it vertically underneath your back, so you're getting all the way from your sacrum all the way up to the shoulders, and underneath your shoulders is another great place to place this. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to sit back up so that I can guide you through your Savasana. Just make any adjustments you need to make your Savasana comfortable for you. We are going to be here roughly 5 minutes. I really encourage you to stay longer. But I know, as I said, that it's a busy time of year and not everybody has that kind of time. But we all have time for self-care. So go ahead and close your eyes, or partially close your eyes, whichever feels most comfortable for you. Let your breath just naturally deepen. Maybe dip your chin just a little bit to lengthen out through your neck. Not cranking that chin down, but just a little bit. Feel your pelvis get very heavy. Feeling the ground beneath you, the support of this earth. And let your feet fall out to either side. Let your arms rest just a little bit away from your body. And just go inside and let go. You can use that as a mantra while you're here. Just breathe in, let, breathe out, go. And just wait until you hear my voice again. Go ahead and deepen your breath. And let your body feel very heavy. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make little circles with your wrists and your ankles in one direction and then the other. Maybe you need to move your hips around just a little bit. Maybe stretch one leg out and then the other. And then on your next big inhale, stretch your arms up over your head as if you were just getting up in the morning. The arms are stretching away from the legs. Big, 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 big stretch. Pull one knee into your chest, then the other. Maybe bringing your head up and making a little ball. And letting that go, letting your knees fall to whichever side feels right to you. Still keeping your eyes closed. And take your bottom hand, bottom arm, let it cradle your head and take a few deep breaths here. Slowly transitioning from your practice back into the world. And take one palm and then the other into the mat, still keeping the eyes closed. And really slowly begin to push yourself upright, coming into a seated position that is comfortable to you. And just take a moment here and pause. Notice if anything has shifted for you with this practice. Perhaps that's physically. Maybe your back feels more relaxed. Maybe your hips feel more relaxed. Maybe it's more energetically. You just feel calmer, grounded, restored. On your next inhale, press your left palm into your right. Universal symbol of prayer, Anjali Mudra. And joining the left side of your brain with the right side of your brain, the logical with the creative, the active with the passive. We need both sides of ourselves in everything. And rub your hands a little bit, generating a little energy, a little heat, or not. Maybe you're going to sleep. Maybe that is your next. And you just want to keep your energy calm so that you can have a great night's sleep. And bowing your head slightly over your hands. Take a moment of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Thank yourself for giving yourself the time to take self-care. Maybe thank the earth for giving you energy and also grounding you. Slowly begin to blink your eyes open. Taking in the room, your mat, either the beginning of your day, the middle of the day, the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe. Maybe drop a like. May you have a great night's sleep. May you enjoy radiant health. May you be at peace.